Well, I've been an artist my whole life, and even like when I was in the second grade, I knew I was going to be an artist. And I have worked through different mediums. I used to paint and do printmaking, and that evolved into clothing. I bought my first knitting machine about 5 years ago, and it took me a couple years to learn how to use it. So I basically bought the machine and I learned the basics of how to cast on, how to create the fabric, how to work with different kinds of yarn. Knitwear is amazing. There's several different things that I really love about it. One is that I get to see the end result of what I do on a person who enjoys it. And it really just enhances their beauty. And what I love about knitwear is I can control the weight of the fabric and the way it moves around the body, how it drapes on the body, how much structure it has or how much drapiness. And then I can create an outfit that really enhances the way it looks on somebody. So if I'm trying to highlight movement or just how it drapes on someone, I can do that in the way that I construct the fabric. And because I'm making the fabric from scratch, I can choose the fiber content, I can choose the type of yarn, and every type of yarn looks different when it's knitted into a piece. The collection that I create is constantly evolving, and I don't do a typical, like a spring line or a fall line. Every piece evolves into the next, so it's an ongoing learning process for me. And because I have so many shows and I travel all over the country, I do pieces of different weights for different climates, different colors, and I see every piece as a challenge.
No sleep till!
My vision for this show is to create some really great statement pieces that have a very bold and graphic nature to them. So as always, I'm interested in movement and how the pieces swirl around the body when the person walks, and also how it frames their beauty, how the pieces go around their neck to enhance the beauty of the face. I'm always interested in that, but in addition to that, I'm just doing very bold, like black and white with touches of red, in order to create a statement piece that's very wearable, yet fun to wear and unique. The creative part is really a lot of fun because I don't set a lot of rules for myself. And what I do is I have patterns, I have developed patterns for some of the pieces that I make, and then other pieces I just really go with it. I start knitting something, I'll have an idea in my head, and maybe sometimes halfway through I'll change my mind and do something different. But there's always something that I'm interested in trying to make in the fabric. And a lot of times I'll make mistakes with what I was trying to do, and I turn it around and upside down or over, and I'll make something else out of it. I take time every day to be creative. I never get so far into production that I don't have time to try something new. And I expect to make those mistakes, and I expect to make something that won't leave the studio. And I have piles of stuff that get recycled into other things, because really the point is to push the design level as far as I possibly can. And I can only do that if I'm not afraid to fail. The primary goal is to create something new and different that has not been said before in clothing. And what I'm trying to do is, because we're creating the fabrics from scratch, I really have the flexibility to create something that has never been made before. I would love people to just look at the clothing and appreciate the beauty of the person wearing it, and it's really about that. I'm making an artistic statement at the same time, but it's about beauty and love and movement and shape and form and texture. And I hope that all of those various elements come together and create a piece of clothing that's different, unique, yet still looks great on the person wearing it.